We're live on fucking YouTube. I'm gonna end up naked by the end of this. It's so hot in
Dude,
here.
look, you are the one that opted. You are the one that opted to get into the car.
I
Okay,
just
like
wanted to
straight
get,
up, you straight up were like, fuck it, I'm getting naked in
I'm
the
a
fucking car.
I'm
You
a
know what I'm
method
saying?
actor. I'm trying to get in the zone for our Twisted Metal podcast.
Are
So I
you a
was like,
method?
where's the best way? I was like, where's the best way to get into the headspace that is
Are you
John
a
Doe? So I got in.
Are
I
you a
keep wanting
method
to call it
actor?
Eleanor.
Are
What's
you a
the
method
name of the
actor
car?
right now?
Hell yeah.
Is that what you are? You are
Get
not a
in the
method actor,
headspace.
sir. That's a
I'm
lie. You
I'm
are
Captain America. I have
you are a
wings
fucking
also.
lie.
I I've been in Fast and Furious. I got grilled by fucking Eminem. I'm ready to go. Clarence
Mm-hmm.
Clarence has some real nice parents. I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Clarence. Well, hey, Clarence. If you want to know something, right now I'm working on sharing out our live stream. We are actually live on YouTube right
Woo.
now. It's so exciting. I'm so
So
happy
we
that
should probably do welcome to Why So Nerdy, everybody.
yes,
I'm
welcome to our
Mike,
summer.
and with me as always is the sexy, the talented, the glowing right now with that new lighting, Will Baldwin.
Baby, I'm here. I'm right
I'm
here. Here
excited.
I am. I'm excited
And
too, dude.
and we are going over Twisted Metal today. I don't know if you guys, I want to get in as per usual when we do these episodes, spoiler alert. So if you're not ready for Twisted Metal stuff, back on out, go watch it and come back, or let the podcast run while you watch it. Be even better.
Mm-hmm.
Don't turn the podcast off.
You gotta excuse me one sec. I am posting on the Facebook right now, telling everybody that we're recording right now. So I'm going to drop it all on the pages. As of course, we've been.
You're getting too inside baseball right now. Nobody wants to know this.
I know they don't know this, but like, dude, we were doing really good. I'm for some reason when we posted on the page, dude, it went viral. So like,
Good.
you guys are really paying attention, and it's making
Blow
us
us up,
happy.
boys and girls. And
Yes,
we
it's
can't
making us
talk
happy.
about it right now, but we have some big shit coming up.
Big
And I want you
news.
guys to get ready, because we got some big shit coming up. We got some guests coming in. We're going to shoot some stuff with a special somebody. I'm really excited.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be some ridiculous skits happening. So prepare
Mm-hmm.
your butt cheeks because shit's about to get real. We're going in with no lube. It's getting wild.
Dude, it's just getting straight nasty.
Raw
That's what's
dogging
happening.
it.
Raw dogging it.
Raw
Yep,
dogging
straw dogging it. All right, so let's get into it, and actually, let's get to what we're supposed to be talking about.
Dude, so what do you think about, like, we'll go ahead and dive in because I want to know, how do you feel about the casting of John Doe? Like, I don't think they could have picked a better actor.
Anthony Mackie. A lot of people don't know Anthony Mackie is a funny dude. He's a
Dude,
very
he's got comedy
versatile
chops. I was so
guy.
shocked.
He comes from like real true training background. Like we're talking like Juilliard type stuff.
Is he a Juilliard? Dude, he was in Eminem and he has Juilliard. He
It,
was in
well,
the
no,
Eminem movie and has
it's
Juilliard.
something. Well, I'm talking about like those type of prestigious schools. Like he was raised in the theater, basically. Yeah.
Oh, he had no street cred in that movie, huh?
No, he didn't. He did not,
No
bro.
wonder he got
Not at
grilled.
all. No street cred. The dude was flavorless.
His shirt screaming, "I don't fit you."
I don't fit you.
That's my favorite part of that whole movie.
Fucking Clarence.
But dude, he was
Motherfucker.
so good. Like him and once he meets Quiet, I don't know
Yeah.
her name. I really need to look into it because she was
Rose, it's like
fucking
Rosita, or I will look it up, sir.
yeah,
But go
but
ahead.
she had such good chemistry with him. Like the
Yeah.
whole like relationship that they go on, and like
She's a really good actor, dude.
I
She's
was
like a really
surprised.
solid actor because she's really good in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. If you've watched her, she plays
She's
a
in
hard
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
bro. She plays the hard ass.
That's where
She's
I
the
know her from.
She's the hard ass cop in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and she
Holy
is
shit, I didn't
fantastic.
notice
And
that.
she's funny as fuck in that. First of all, she's funny as fuck, and she's funny as fuck in this, and it's fantastic. But
Oh,
we'll get into why we say that later. But yes, no, she is fantastic, dude. She's great. Yeah.
and oh my God, Sweet Tooth. Like, I don't know.
Oh
I
man.
assume they have. So what I assume, this is not fact. First of all, let me put that out there. But I
Mhm.
assume they have somebody voicing Sweet Tooth, and then they also have somebody playing Sweet Tooth, so
Will,
it's like two different actors.
yes, Will Arnett is Sweet Tooth. He is
Is he
actually Sweet
really?
Tooth, but Samoa Joe, the wrestler, is actually the body, the physical embodiment, which is
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Yeah, which is crazy profound because I felt like Sweet Tooth was a real person. I felt like he was sitting right there talking to me the entire time.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
I was
And
so
his
engaged with the
acting
character.
performance, like his not the Samoa Joe's acting performance, but like the actual Sweet Tooth character
Mhm.
acting performance that he made them sit through,
Mhm.
fucking amazing. his one-man show that he
Yeah.
did for them and Harold, which by far is the best character in the whole show. If you guys haven't watched it, he's a paper bag, and he's my favorite character in the whole fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
love. There's this scene towards the end of the show where he's like, "Harold, take the wheel."
Oh yeah, and he like sits the bag. Yeah.
Sits in the back of the fucking driver's seat. Fucking amazing.
Yeah. So
Oh.
yes, let's dive into it, bro. So what is your favorite part of the show? Her
It's-
sorry, actually, I got her name. Her name, I was way off.
What?
Her
We don't
name-
do that in this show. We're well researched.
Well, you know we fuck up names, but hey, we get there. So her name is Stephanie Beatrice. Is her
Stephanie
actual
Beatrice.
name? Yes,
Is that
Stephanie
you?
Beatrice.
I don't think that is that really the lady from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yes, that's 100% her.
Oh, okay, as long as you know
That's
that, I feel
100% her.
yeah,
Yep.
she was
Mhm.
badass. Yeah,
She was,
but
hey, dude, she can,
I'm sort of split. So with my favorite part of this whole show, I really enjoyed the chemistry between John Doe and Quiet, but it's hard because it's sort of overshadowed by fucking, the S brothers.
Yeah.
The S brothers were amazing. Fucking Stu and Sweet Tooth. That was
Yeah.
their relationship and like how that goes down is so like I feel like it's a cop out to say that was my favorite part because I feel like that's everybody's favorite part is fucking Sweet Tooth showing up and them, oh my god, them bonding over fucking Cisco.
Cisco, hey bro, that was hilarious. That's like one of the best parts.
Yeah. They start singing it to each other. Like, and I'm so impressed. Like, not to move too far from what we were talking about, but I'm so impressed with the directors and the writers of this show because they literally took like. I don't know how many people have played a bunch of Twisted Metal, but like I played pretty much all of them. And like the lore of Twisted Metal is literally like you could fit it on one page. Like it's a paragraph a piece for each character, and then there's like, a little story telling you about what's going on, and that's it. And they took this thing and ran with it. And I think honestly, I think that says something to shows is that when you give the leeway for you to create new stuff, it really leads to something great. So like maybe
it captured the world. So like I think like if you're thinking about Twisted Metal and we're talking about like the lore of Twisted Metal it is literally all about Calypso, the devil, demons, and controlling it and causing like utter chaos, utter insanity. So the basis of Twisted Metal was in insanity. You know what I'm saying? Like you're always going to be stuck in something, in a rut that you're never going to get out, and it's always going to cause you pain. It's always going to cause you physical torment. And you're always going to have to fight through something, which is actually like a weird message, even though it's really fucked up. But like that's what it was. And like they captured the essence of the world like it, because it was pretty much every man for himself. Nobody gives a shit about what's happening. And in these controlled cities, you know what I'm saying, life is not really real because it's all controlled by, the demons.
Yeah, the leaders of the cities, where they're all like it. Of course, rich people run everything as per usual, even in real life.
Yeah.
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
They're running everything.
The Illuminati.
them in the fucking Magnificent 13.
The Dirty Night.
The aliens.
The
Sorry,
alien.
we're getting too deep in conspiracy. It's
We
been
are
good so
really
far.
getting deep.
Sorry, the show brings it out of me. It's all in there.
I'm gonna
Like it's
need
all like
keep your tin hat at home,
I'll
sir.
try to.
Jesus,
I
keep it
promise
at
nothing.
home. Leave it
But
alone.
they did. I will say this show unlocked a new kink for me.
Mhm.
Like the ball pit scene.
Wait, stop. What?
Oh yeah.
What kink?
Oh yeah.
What
the
kink
new
unlocked for you, sir?
I want to fuck in a ball pit so bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a great scene.
Like as soon as they did that, my brain was like, "Why have we never thought of that?"
Yeah, man.
I'm buying. I'm
As
buying a
long
big
as
inflatable
we can have
pool.
a pepperoni pizza like set up on like that old purple table that every shop had that had the 2 chairs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
it's
I'm
like
here
kinky
for it.
Chuck E. Cheese, right?
Yeah, kinky Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, kinky Chuck E. Cheese. Yes. Sign me up for that, Daddy. Let's
Oh,
go.
dude. And another cool thing, I don't think it was in the game, but the nuclear storms that were happening, I thought that was
Yeah.
sort of interesting.
I think, yeah. So that was weird. I mean, is it? So that's what I'm talking about. So like, even in certain elements, it was so out of bounds that it made. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so fucking drastic that it makes sense because it's Twisted Metal. You see what I'm getting
Yeah,
at?
like, well, I think that's the best part is that we all came in. At
Mhm.
least I did. I don't want to loop everybody into the same category here, but I came in with low expectations. I was like, they don't have much to go off of. They
Uh-huh.
don't. I was like, the lore is very slim. What are they going to do with this show? And then I was so fucking blown away about how fucking
I
awesome.
think, well, over time they've always extended Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth was the only like lasting.
He was the main character. Yeah,
he was the main character, but like he was the only lasting thing that was pretty much there for
mm-hmm.
a significant amount of time after the Twisted Metal series ended. So
Well, because
people,
he was the original winner of Twisted Metal. Was like his whole backstory is that he got like
yes,
some power from winning the first time.
yeah,
That's why his
but
head was on fire.
the world is essentially built in his creation. You see what I'm saying? Like that was
I didn't
technically
know
tied.
that.
Yeah, so it's technically tied to his lore because the world that is created and that he's living in is what he does truly want. You know what I'm saying?
Makes
So
sense, the
so
psychopath in the ice cream truck.
you see what I mean? Like it sort of makes sense, but it's a fucked up way that it makes sense that you're like, dude, do I really want to think about it that way? Or do I really want to see, the other side of the consequence? Because obviously I'm seeing the side of the consequence in front of me on the fucking video game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the delivery, the main story plot.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna skip to the end of the show real fast, but it is so fucked that it was just ice cream. Like John Doe put his whole life on the line, did a 9-day travel, fought Sweet Tooth, fought the police officer who I can't remember his name right now. Fucking blew through different towns.
Officer. Yeah, you're talking about the dude.
Officer Stone.
Officer
Stone.
Officer
Stone.
Who is the original character from the game?
All I could think of when I saw him was he was the bad guy in George of the Jungle. So every time I heard him, that's all I could think of was George of the Jungle, and it's like, he fell down in the poop when he fell face first in the elephant poop.
Yeah.
And we all laugh.
Like, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
So that did take me out. The casting on that was a little weird, but he did do a great job. He played a great fucked up character.
I think he played the character well. The character's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
because he's like,
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
Oh, I was going to ask you who your favorite part was. Sorry, we're doing this mobily, so if we interrupt each other, I apologize.
Yeah, you're fine.
The delay is real. But who was your big favorite in the show?
I really like Quiet. Like Quiet was like one of my favorite parts of the show. So that's why I said Stephanie Beatrice. If I say it wrong, don't kill me. But
you all have the internet. What are we supposed to do all the research?
Like
look it up, sir.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
don't make us do all the work. We just run the show and tell you all about it.
I bet you your breath stinks. No, I was playing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Don't offend our listeners.
I'm not. I just
Yeah,
want
sweet-
to. I just want to throw a joke or
Hey,
two. I
let
gotta.
me talk to you directly. Hey, don't listen to him. Don't let him talk to you. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You're
He doesn't
beautiful in
know.
your own way. You're beautiful.
Okay. Anyway, let me get back to my part. So yeah. She's a really good character, dude. Like I like her character. I think she was made for the show. I think that if I'm not mistaken,
I don't. I was gonna say I don't.
I remember reading
original, but I'm not
something,
sure.
and like I said, don't quote me fact for fact, but I do remember something
I'm gonna
saying
quote you
that
fact
she
for fact.
that she was made for. I think she was made for the show specifically. She wasn't an original character. She was.
Yes,
added.
you are correct. She is not in the list of original characters.
Yes. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you are correct.
Suck it.
Yeah, but she
Good
was
point.
definitely a good addition. Especially I wish that the brother would have got some more screen time because that dude was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Like he really, I know he was supposed to play a part of like the sad background story of her, and he did get to shine a little bit when Quiet got to Agent Stone's compound.
Yeah.
So that was interesting, but it was weird how he went out. It just sort of blew his head off.
I mean,
didn't they give him the option to just get branded? I don't remember that part super.
He had the option. He had the option to get branded, or he had to die. That's what it was.
Why the fuck
be branded or die?
Fucking Quiet didn't do it. She was like, brand me, motherfucker.
Yeah. Hit me with that heat, and I was like, ooh, yeah, I'll hit you with that heat. I swear.
Yeah, but fucking great casting on their part. Like I said, the only problem casting I had through the whole thing was just, and it's a personal thing of mine, is that every time I saw Agent Stone, I thought of the stupid bad guy from Georgia.
I think so. I do think so. Twister's story was a little weird. Like I like that she was Twister. So Twister is included. She's one of the original characters. She's the one with the F1 race car. Okay. So
she was the one in the convoy.
Yeah.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Well, and in like I think in the original game, she's like the only person that's like sane in the world, but she's like actively
is anyone really sane in the world?
Yeah, that's the kicker. She thinks she's sane, but she's really insane because something happened, or she's got like amnesia or something like that. It's real.
As a person who suffers from mental illness, you never know you're crazy until you go fall out.
Like, yeah. So. See, hence Twisted Metal. You see what I'm saying? Hence, like there's so much psychotic things going on. You just don't really know what's happening. You just know niggas is driving the cars and excuse me, I used the N-word.
Oh,
I gotta back up. I gotta go back up.
I would like to go on record to say that Mike didn't say it. Remember, Mike did not say it. Mike didn't say it.
You gotta understand. I can't say it. It's okay. Anyway, let's move on. So yes.
So I got a question because you know a little bit about the originals. Was Granny Dread the grandma of hers?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's something. There's some tie-ins to some people, like Axel. Like Axel's a tie-in. Axel's a tie-in to something, and I forget.
Dude, I cannot wait. I was gonna wait till the end of the show to talk about that, but I'm so fucking excited for Axel coming in next season. Like, he is one of my favorite characters just for how fucking ridiculous he is. So I really want to see how ridiculous he's gonna look on screen, just driving around with his fucking arms and two giant wheels.
That man
has the pick. Oh, yeah.
I want to know.
That man
has
the
the
pick of whatever vehicle he wants. They sit you down, they're like, what vehicle do you want to drive? What's going on for this competition? He's like, give me 2 monster truck wheels. I'm gonna strap my ass in the center of them.
Give me 2 large ass wheels.
Sir, don't you need an engine? I am the engine.
Right. Give me the large ass wheels.
Fucking ridiculous. Is what it is.
No. He was actually he's like one of the better characters too that's on the game. He's one of the better balanced characters, actually.
I've always liked him. I played him, Sweet Tooth, and then Roadkill. So I was connected to the show because like I felt like everybody but Axel was in there. They did have Preacher, which
Preacher was in that.
was a
It
really
was,
good episode, and he was played by that comedian. Dude,
yeah.
he is so fucking funny, and I love the
He
big
played
cuts
him
where like,
well. He played
oh
him
yeah.
very well. He played him. He
Well, I
played him.
mean, what
That's what
little
I'm
we
saying.
know about Preacher.
Oh, well, no, you learn a lot about him in Twisted Metal Black, actually.
Do you? I
Yeah,
must
Twisted
have
Metal,
like I
Twisted
blacked it out
Metal
of my
Black.
memory.
I think Twisted Metal Black. There's like a Twisted Metal Black or Twisted Metal 2. There's like a story. There's actually a story to him. I don't know all about Preacher. Like I said, the only people I really focused on was Sweet Tooth, and that's pretty much it.
Do you know about Stone's background? Was he really a security guard that decided to trump up his
Yeah,
stuff, or was that made for the show?
like a cop. No, so he's a cop that's crazed on the law. Like the law is the end all be all. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a crazy fuck that is. Like, because they made him such a punk in the show. Like he's a security guard, and then he becomes a cop, but everybody walks over him. I thought it was really fucked up when he invited that lady in. They robbed him.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was top 5 most fucked up things in the show. And I know there's a lot of fucked up shit in the show, but it just hit me in my heart because I would try to be really nice to people in the apocalypse. And I know I'm dead first. I know absolutely I'm going out because I'm going to be like, yeah, guys, come in. I got plenty of food. I got plenty of water. And then shoot me in the back of the head and I go on. So I'm not surviving the apocalypse. Yeah, like like they would rob me and I'd be like, I will find you. I would go to the ends of the earth to find them if they left me alive. I'd be like, you cannot escape.
Do not leave. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
But with Stone, we got Stu, and Stu was definitely, he's not my favorite character because that's reserved for Sweet Tooth, but fucking the S brothers, bro. Fucking love their story. I love that Stu was sort of like this dude. He got punked into everything, dragged in by his friend.
Yeah.
And
he was such a sweet guy. Like you feel well, at the end of the day, you start feeling bad for him because he wants to do the right thing, but he's gonna always end up doing the fucked up thing because he has no choice. And he has to do the fucked up thing. Yeah,
because it's the apocalypse. You gotta fucking nut up or shut up, and that's
that's true. Yeah, you do gotta nut up or shut up. You're right.
But speaking of Stu, the red line fucked me up, dude. What a shitty way. I would make them shoot me. Are you jumping? Are you jumping? Or are you shooting?
Shooting.
Because there's no way. I'm not jumping off this fucking thing.
I'm shooting. You gonna kill me, bro. I'm done.
Right? You're gonna fucking have to do this. I'm not jumping off this thing.
Yep. Take me out.
Because like what's the benefit? I don't know. Maybe I got a fight or flight sense when it comes to death. But I'm just like, you're gonna have to take me out because I'm not fucking killing myself. It's game over. Like
I don't know.
If I'm gonna shoot myself, I might as well make you do it.
I do like that they slowed down the story to be able to explain John Doe's story more, though, because John Doe's story, I remember John Doe is just John Doe. He's just a character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he's never been like a guy that had a backstory. So it was really cool.
He's got amnesia. He doesn't know his backstory.
Yeah, but it was cool that they were like, fuck it. We're going to give him the specific guy that doesn't know that he has a backstory.
Yeah. Do you think that picture's made up?
No. Like, so I think what happened is that I don't remember what happens in the game because I know in the game he actually something bad happens and he ends up remembering that something bad happens and he goes like crazy due to like it being so bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think it was just along the lines of like he didn't know what was happening. He had no clue what was going on, and because you remember, he ended up still in a bad fucking problem at the end of the season. Like we're still we're still in bad shit.
Yeah, and he's going into the tournament now, so we're getting into the tournament arc.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The story, so it's going to be amazing. Do they? Yeah. So when they were posting the pictures up at the end there and like marking everybody, did they know Sweet Tooth's alive, or is he like a wild card?
He's like a wild card. So essentially, he has a territory, is what they were saying, and like as long as you're not in, it was like how the game was. Remember how in the game, like if you play automatic or automated, as long as you did not go next to Sweet Tooth's like area, because he would be in certain levels where like he would be in the level just driving fucking around. He would just be there.
I don't
and like
remember that. I thought he was always a
yeah,
player.
there was one where like if he was there's a board where like if you go literally he's just there. So like if you go in the area, he comes and hunts you down. And
That's sick.
I forget which Twisted Metal it is, but it's just it's on the screen and he's got the little flame head and you just watch the head and the head like drives around and it's an automatic like it's just an automatic thing.
Oh, that's sick. I didn't
Or
know
if
that.
or if you play with bots and stuff like that too,
Mhm.
like he always keeps a certain territory the way he plays. So he never really comes out of his area. He'll stay in his area, but as soon as you go into his area, he's going straight for you. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. That's sort of a cool dynamic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to Stone. He fucking wandered into fucking Sweet Tooth's area, and Sweet Tooth fucked them up, dude.
Yeah.
That scene where he's running through the fucking compounds, fucking people up.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! There was some brutal ass kills. Like,
Yeah.
I think what was it where he fucking chopped one dude's head off and caught it? Like, what a sick moment.
Yeah,
I loved how over the top the kills were, not only for the fact that I can't watch brutal stuff much anymore, but like it was so over the top that I really got to enjoy it.
Yeah, because you know it wasn't real. It was all fake stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Like it wasn't realism kills. It was like fucking Twisted Metal kills. It was fucking wild. It was fucking over the top. You know, people blowing up from missiles and shit. Like, you know, I think the only thing that was missing from the show, now that I think about it, is like there was only really one episode of a lot of car fighting. I thought that was a little weird, especially for Twisted Metal. Like we started in the very first episode, we started very car heavy because like that's the whole first scene is fucking John Doe fucking up those raiders.
Yeah, just blowing the fucking raiders up.
Oh yeah, and then shortly after that, we sort of moved away from car battles. It was a lot of the backstory, which I guess, you know, from a storytelling perspective, I get it. Like it makes a lot more sense that they were, you know, working on the backstories of the characters, letting you get to know your main character, stuff like that. But I think I could have used some more car fighting, and I'm sure we'll get that next season. I'm sure next season's going to be the blowing up, the fucking, especially with the tournament, we're going to get into a lot of car battles.
Yeah, we're going to get into
which I'm interested to see how they're going to make that exciting, because like I'm one of those people. I'm not a car guy, you know, shocker. But I don't get excited about car stuff. Like Fast and the Furious is over my head. I don't understand why people are into Fast and Furious.
It was cool. Like I think I really was more interested about the character. So like it was cool that we had the cars. Like you could see the cars. You know, Roadkill was there. You know, everybody was there towards the final moment where like they that's why I said they did a good job building up to the battle itself, and then let the battle play out. Because now when we go into the next season, it's nothing but all about cars.
And I'm interested to see what they do with that, because like how do you action up a car? Like is it just going to be Fast and the Furious where they're just like, oh, look at the cool cars, or are they going to get into like doing crazy stunts, like fucking blowing shit up, doing like fucking crazy special effects?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some crazy special effects like tied to
I'm
it
ready.
because it's one of those things where like if we're going to be an attorney, these dudes are going to be fighting, and I think remember it starts off like I think it starts off with like 8 people, then like 4 people, and then like 2 people, and then that's it, or something like that. That's how the game. That's how the game used to break down. It was like you had a big round, a second round.
Yeah, it was a round robin.
Yeah, round robin. Yeah. So yeah, I mean we'll see. We'll
see.
We
will see, because I'm absolutely watching the next season. I'm really excited.
Dude. I'm super excited for it. I'm ready for it. Like 100%.
I really enjoyed Sweet Tooth's backstory. Like we got a little bit into what he did. Like he was a child actor, which was great, and he got overshadowed by a fucking dog.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
That scene so brutal where he kills the fucking dog. Like,
but it's
like when he loses his shit.
And he was crazy from the start. Straight out, fucking nuts from the start.
I wonder if it speaks to how childhood actors sometimes go crazy. So maybe that's what it was. Is like their little jab at childhood actors.
But dude, it's just it's like sneaky. It's a sneaky attack. Like as most people would call when they do sneaky things, it is a sneaky link to like
sneaky. Isn't that like sexy stuff?
It's a sneaky
I thought
link.
that was sexy stuff.
It is, but I'm just using it out of context right now because it sounds funny. Sneaky link. It's a sneaky link.
Speaking of sneaky links, let's definitely talk about Bloody Mary and that love triangle that was going on. Like,
yeah, that was weird.
It was so good. Like, I love
weird.
the whole, like, she's crazy in love with John. Like, she's fucking batshit crazy in general. She, like, punks out that dude who was going to shoot Quiet over the gas. Fucking so awesome. Fucking, we have to talk about. I'm going to take us on a side. It's in the same episode, but I definitely need to talk about it. Mr. Slam's show. Do you remember Mr. Slam?
Yeah, I do. I do.
For everybody, if you're watching this and you haven't watched that episode, please go watch it, because there's this man and he has a giant dick and he blows up watermelons like fucking porno Gallagher. He's just fucking like blowing up watermelons and fucking crashing shit. And I was sad.
Yeah, you know he's based off a character, right?
No way. Who is he based off of?
I think it's the dude that had the hammer on his car that smashed all the way over. I forget the name of the guy's character, but yeah, he's actually based off a character. His penis was supposed to be based off the actual.
If I'm ever in a video game, that's what I want my backstory to be. What is his character tropes? He's got a real big dick and he swings it around in Gallagher's watermelons. I need that in my life. Fucking amazing.
I mean, I'd pay to see that. I would 100% pay to
it's
see
interesting. That. It's a fascination of, like, how do you do that? First of all, who's taking that shit? Like, he's useless, right? Like, I don't understand. It's amazing, but who the fuck is taking that shit? I don't understand.
I don't know.
But I think that sent them on, like, a interesting journey. Not to get too far away from Mr. Slam.
We're analyzing his
back
penis.
to Bloody Mary.
I was gonna say we're starting to analyze his penis a little bit too much.
Listen, you can't whip out a dick like that and nobody can be fascinated by it. It's not how it works.
I bet you
it's like a sideshow event.
I bet you're 100% it's veiny.
Dude, there is not enough blood in the world to pump shit to that. I would pass out.
All the veins in the world. That man flex one time and you'll see his whole insides.
How do you have enough blood in your body to pump that thing? I don't understand.
Yeah.
But back to Bloody Mary. But we had a lot of interesting characters pop up in the Bloody Mary episode.
Yeah.
Like we had the fucking rich kid showed up. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either.
We're really good at this. But we had a lot of interesting characters show up there. So I was sort of sad that they killed them all off before we got into the tournament. Like all of the what do they call? All of the milkmen are dead, other than Mr. Slam. I think he survived.
Mr. Slam. So
because he runs the depot. He's not a milkman, right?
Yeah, he's not a milkman. But there's so many other characters now that I'm looking at the list. You got like Lance Wilder, Buster Cobb, Raven.
Well, yeah, they have a huge catalog to choose from. I'm just saying, like, it's just weird that they murdered all, like, because that was like 6 characters. There was like 6 characters completely murdered in that one scene.
Yeah, that's true.
Because even Bloody Mary's gone now.
Yep, and didn't Twister die too?
Yes.
No. Yeah, she did die. No, she didn't die. No, she didn't die.
I'm unfamiliar with who you're talking about right now. My
Twister is the chick in the F1 car. The chick in the F1 car. She didn't.
Oh
die.
No, she's still alive. No, her and weirdly enough, the fucking flower power chick.
Yes, flower power chick.
She's alive too.
Yes,
I was really shocked because she got fucking shot in the throat. You think that's something you're not coming back from? But she's just like, yeah, I'm good.
That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about that scene where like she goes and runs to the truck after the fact. She gets shot in the throat and like scoops her up. And
what a fucking beast, right?
Boss shit. Boss shit, bro. That's crazy. So crazy. All right. Well, It is 34, 17, 19, 20. So
Well, stop counting. Nobody wants to listen to you count, Will. These people are here for a show. They don't want to count down.
Yes, they are here for a show. So do you want to take
Are
a
we
break?
gonna take a? Are we taking a break? We're
I don't
live
want to.
streaming.
I don't want to take a break. Let's
No,
get
fuck it. We'll keep going.
We keep going. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
So
it's Mr. Slam time, baby. If you're watching on YouTube, we're about to whip it out and smash some watermelons. Let's get ready.
I'm a helicopter. I'm gonna see how fast I can spin it. Yeah. Yeah. But no. So okay.
Play that theme song. Dun, 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 dun,
So we've talked about the good, right?
There's the bad.
Yes, we're jumping into the bad, and here we are.
I'm gonna have to say it. There's not many times that I'm like this, but when was the bad parts? I had such a good time with this show.
Hold on, wait a minute. I just want to get low real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time Mike has not disagreed with a show or had something that he has not had a problem with.
It was great. It was amazing. I don't have, like, other than, like I said, I wish there was more car battles. Like there wasn't enough to be Twisted Metal-y, but I think the thing is that they wanted to build that bridge. They want you to connect with the characters before they start fucking them up.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. It's essentially that's what it is. They wanted to make sure there was enough backstory for you to grasp what Twisted Metal is, essentially. Like to take it off of the character that's the most unknown, which is John Doe. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great marketing strategy on their part to take the lore and tie it into the story. But also, like, we were able to see new stuff added. And like I said, it was not a horrible idea to let somebody take the property and just create the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I get that.
So
I mean,
that's true.
What bad did you run into? Like, what's the? You brought it up because you have to have something bad to say, right?
It gets cheesy at times, and like
it's Twisted Metal, Will. It's supposed to be cheesy.
Look, yeah, I get it, but like look, I'm a cheesy guy. I am all about the corn, baby. All right, I am the stock. Okay, there's a limit to some cheesy, bro. Like you gotta slow it down.
So I love the cheese.
Maybe you gotta slow down some of the cheesy.
And maybe it's because I'm like a bad movies like lover.
Yeah,
like I love really shitty movies, so I live for that shit.
I'm assuming so, but no, it's more or less like campy movies can be good. So think about it, campy movies can be good, but once they once the repetition hits and you start getting used to it, it gets old really fast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like by like the 7th episode, I was like, it's funny, but like the cadence of the jokes are kind of like the same. You know what I'm saying? Like the same shit. It's like, but as outside of that, like that's about it. Like other than that, I don't really have a huge complaint.
Yeah, because the show was good.
Yeah, the show was good.
Since we're done with that was a really short segment, Will. Thank you for that.
Well, I mean, at least we talked about all the good. We still have to make sure
we didn't talk about all the good. I was going through my notes, and
you have more good.
Oh yeah, like one of the scenes that I really enjoyed was
Mike
do you
just
remember
pouring it on today? He is just pouring it on. I'm proud of you.
Towards the end of the show, there was the scene where Quiet's off on her own, and she runs into the scavenger that she's robbing. And they have a quick swapping tea thing. You know, what's going on? How's things going? You're having a fight with your boyfriend. You know, like, oh, let's do this. And then she fucking shoots him.
Yeah, she shoots him and takes the stuff.
I fucking loved it. Yeah, like, it was such a good scene. Like between that, like you said, like there's not really much wrong with it. I enjoyed every second of it. Like the casting was great. I feel like I'm running around in a loop. Like casting's great, comedy was on point.
I mean, like
Sweet Tooth lit his head on fire. Holy shit!
I mean, it's just a good show. Although that's how you're supposed to do a property, dude. Like that's why everybody was excited about Sonic. Why Sonic was really good because Sonic.
Were people excited about Sonic?
People were excited after the fact they went and fixed him. Yes, not Nightmare Sonic, not baby killer dream Sonic, not him. No, we don't want that Sonic. But
after the ugly Sonic, did you see,
bro?
Speaking of ugly Sonic, did you see the Chippendales movie or the Chippendale movie?
Yeah.
where they had Ugly Sonic out there signing fucking
Hey, bro,
autographs.
I was absolutely dead. I was like, oh, they got jokes.
Fucking, you gotta sell your rep, man. If you're Ugly Sonic, you might as well go for it. Lean into it. Make some scratch off of it.
You got a whole meme where somebody drew you as a 4-year-old. So like, hey.
Yeah.
You're in the pantheon of internet history for forever. Once a 4-year-old draws you and it becomes a meme, you're not gonna be forgotten.
Oh yeah. So I wanted to get a little bit into Stu's story because I thought he was sort of the underdog of the whole show.
Like,
his arc was really interesting.
I paid attention to his story, but I feel like there was more importance for Sweet Tooth.
How dare you? Stu was the main man. Stu was the conscience that Sweet Tooth needed to survive. Like, between him and his whole fight with Mike, the dude he was traveling around with, fucking where he pisses his pants. I thought that was a really punk moment for somebody that talks shit so much. Like, he was all about killing people.
That was great.
He's all about fucking doing that, and then all of a sudden he runs into Sweet Tooth. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd probably piss my pants if I ran to Sweet Tooth too. But like, what a punk scene that was. but I thought Stu's arc was really great. Yeah. Even though he had to ride bitch because Harold was in the front seat. But other than that, like, I thought his arc was good. Like, he was sort of keeping people together. He saved all those he helped save all the people that were trapped in the compound.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was great. Even though they all got fucking murdered shortly after by Stone's little mercenary force.
And they like take them out. They all assassinate him or like
fucking killed everybody.
Down. Yeah, gun them down.
Sweet Tooth got super pissed. Sweet Tooth got shot in the face, but it ricocheted off his mask, right? He went down.
Which begs the differ. Like, is his mask bulletproof?
I assume so. It's probably one of those ballistic masks. Like, you ever play Army of Two?
It's probably, you think it's a ballistic mask?
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, I'm sure he didn't. He's probably crazy enough that he didn't know it was a ballistic mask because, I mean, the man's in fucking straps. Yeah. So he's not really worried about getting shot.
Straps and colorful pants.
He's just in like fucking clown overalls. Yeah. So, I mean, the man's not worried about bullets.
Clown overalls and bare chest.
And clearly he's not fucking worried about getting ran over either. That scene was fucking ridiculous. Where I thought they killed Sweet Tooth off, and I was like, oh, dude. I was like, what are they gonna do next season?
He got right the fuck up. It was like,
yeah, and he fucking killed Mike, which is sad because I felt like he was just getting his fucking, his what is it called when like the bad guy starts turning good? What's the arc I'm trying to think of? Redemption arc. He was just in his redemption arc, and the poor guy gets fucking slaughtered by Sweet Tooth.
He don't. No. You did bad enough shit, and that's what ended up happening. You can't always win every battle by doing a good deed.
Yeah, he did kill quite a few.
Yeah, I was gonna say people. You can't always win a good deed or a good battle. And out of good deeds, bro. Like, you can't just do that. Like, you can't just win because you did one good thing. You did a lot of shitty stuff. You're
not wrong. Do you think though? We'll move on to next season, like what our hopes are, because we're getting sort of close to the time anyway.
Yep.
Who are you looking forward to seeing the next one?
I'm looking for them to expand and bring more characters from the roster, man. Like, I mean, we know
anybody in particular.
Axel. First of all, we already know
everybody's hyped for Axel.
Everybody's hyped for Axel, bro. I want to see this man literally on these wheels. Like, I just want to see what type of contraption they're going to build for him to act, because he's going to have to actually either drive it or they're going to CGI it. And I want to see. I want to absolutely see what type of rig it's going to be. If it's going to look cool. If they build a real rendition of it, I will be the first person to go see it and see if I can actually take it for a ride, because I fucking want to ride it. Like, I want to drive it. I don't care what it is. I'm trying to.
Do you think he has controls inside the little thing? Like, he twists.
I'm pretty sure it's like it's like
a mech suit.
Yeah, you know how Iron Man gets changed and shit. You know, he has the big control thing, and it kind of like moves. It controls him. Yeah,
just straps you in.
Yeah, just straps you in.
Do you remember where Dollface showed up? Where towards the end, she's so is she? If I remember correctly, she's John Doe's sister, right?
she's John Doe's sister, but she's Sweet Tooth's. She has something involved with Sweet Tooth. It's like she's Sweet Tooth's wife or something like that.
She's Sweet Tooth's wife. Sweet Tooth does not strike me as a character who has a wife. Will you're gonna have to sell me on that one?
No, it's something like she has ties to Sweet Tooth, it's something. I just remember reading something about her and Sweet Tooth.
Or wait, no, Dollface isn't. Dollface was at the end. No,
yes,
was
Dollface.
she? So
Dollface.
She took off her mask, right?
She takes off her mask. I think
She's not supposed to. She's not supposed to be able to take off her mask. I thought it was permanently attached.
Oh no, that's what it was. She was racing to take off her mask. She wanted to take off her mask, but then when she won, she could not take off her mask. She couldn't take it
So
off.
maybe they'll get into that next time, I guess. When they go further into her story, they'll probably have like in the tournament have something blow up and have it. That's probably, that might be why maybe towards the next season. I'm making a total jump right now, so this is totally not something that they've said or anything, but like I'm wondering if she gets close to telling John that he has family, and then she gets that mask permanently stuck to her face and she can't prove that she's the sister. I wonder if that's going to be the twist.
That's probably going to be the twist. That's probably going to be a twist.
That would be a fucking apocalyptic, sad story. Oh, sorry, my computer keeps dinging. I'm so sorry. I'm turned into you with the fucking phone interruptions. I apologize.
We got to have them at least one.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think I've had 2 in this one so far.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've dropped a lot of stuff. I'm in my corner. You know how I am in my room, so I'm just like.
But anything else that you're excited to see? Like anything particular before I get into my list?
I'm excited to see the relationship between John Doe and Quiet, see how that plays out. Because
do you think it's gonna rekindle? Like she's the milkman now. She's out on her own. She's fucking off. She shot fucking John in the chest. Shot him in the leg, right? No, in the stomach.
Tell. You remember, she only did it because she didn't want him to lose the opportunity. Because he loves him.
Gross.
But yeah, I think I do want to. I want to see Quiet's story. I feel like I'm more invested into Quiet's story because Quiet's story is pretty cool.
Her story was laid out in the series.
But I'm talking about like I'm more invested to see how they're going.
Oh, where she's going, the future of her.
Story. The future of her. I'm more invested in seeing her story, which is still kind of an unfamiliar thing because now that she's a milkman, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like let's see what happens in her tenure as the milkman and see what's going on with John Doe since he's going to like level 2 basically. You see what I'm saying? Like so it's really cool because they're kind of like including some of the video game elements. Like, okay, well, you've been picked for the tournament, you're now the new milkman, so you're now like the prospect to where like the milkman is a character that somebody could choose in the game, whereas like I chose this character, which is John Doe. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh,
so it's really cool. It's just like relations to that.
How do you like the evolution into him getting into Roadkill? Because I was wondering when it was going to happen. Because no,
it was cool.
Like the transfer.
It was
you
cool.
You were connected to the car, weren't you? You like the relationship with his car.
I like the relationship with his car. Yeah, because Evelyn was cool. Like don't get me wrong. Evelyn was, I forget what kind of car it was. Oh man, I just had it in my brain.
But like, a Chevy Focus.
No, it was.
I don't know. I don't know cars.
I'll look it up here.
I've made somebody very angry. There's one car person that listens to our podcast, and their head just exploded when I said Chevy Focus.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was a Subaru. I was getting ready. I was getting ready to call it a WR. Yeah, I was ready to call it a WRX. So I was right. I was like right on point. It's a Subaru.
Every time I think of Subaru, I think of that kid that I went to school with. He had a lisp, so he called it a Subaru. I fucking loved it. So every time I see one, I'm like, it's a Subaru. Oh, we've lost Will.
Subaru.
I feel bad. I'm not hating on people with lisp.
No.
Because I feel bad because this is the second time I've brought up lisp in our podcast. Because I make fun of what's his name in his lisp.
it just reminds me of Kyle from, or what's Kyle's cousin from South Park?
Oh
The
my
one,
god,
the one that
yes.
has all the disabilities. That's what that
Mhm.
reminds me of.
Oh, I can't have a problem with the sun. I get all crispy and then I get hot and I start sweating. Fucking love that character. He's my favorite.
He's so funny. All right, man. So I think that's pretty much it. We're at the 50
What?
minute
That's
mark.
not it. There's got to be so much more shit for next season. At least I got
know.
a bunch of shit for next season that I want to
Dude,
see.
I look. You know what? I don't really want to tarnish it because I think it's so. Like, that's what I'm getting at. It's such an unknown to like
Is it
figure out.
though?
Yeah,
They're
I
laying
mean,
out some stuff. They're gonna get in the tournaments. I wonder what
you're gonna like it's stuff though that's like basic knowledge. Like you're gonna get Calypso, you're gonna get the tourney, you're gonna get the
Well,
people
Calypso was already in there. Oh, speaking of which, I have to talk about Calypso.
Mhm.
I have this thing that I've always wanted in my life, and they sort of did the same thing. Like
Mhm.
when you pull up to a shack, and it's just like it looks like a fucking outhouse. It's got nothing going on, but it's actually an elevator.
Mhm.
If I ever get rich, so say I win the lottery tomorrow,
Yes.
I want to build a shack, like a little shitty shack, and then I want my mansion to be under the ground. So like you go down the shitty shack, and it's a full fucking bunker mansion of all kinds of cool shit.
Mm.
So one day I will have what Calypso has. Fucking get into that.
It's smart. It's smart. You'll never know where he's at because all you see is a little old abandoned.
Who's gonna rob me? Nobody's gonna rob me. They don't know.
Ain't nobody
I'm a
gonna rob your
millionaire.
ass. Your ass is broke.
Yeah, it's a little outhouse.
Broke
Yeah,
ass.
same thing with a car. I don't know if I've mentioned this on the podcast, but I used to say all the time that if I ever get enough money to buy like a nice car, like customized car,
Yeah.
I want it to look like an old fucking clunker. But on the inside, it's all pimped out, like fucking Exhibit fucking pimped out with the little oven and shit.
We talking pimp juiced out? It's
yeah.
Pimp daddy juiced out. Mm-hmm.
I'm still hurt that we only got 6 views on that pimp juice thing the other day. I'm a little salty about it. Not to bring it up on the podcast. I'm sorry to bring it up on the podcast. I posted it in prime time. Goddamn it, in prime time.
Bro, I'm telling you that one on Facebook, it blew up, dude. There's love, and we appreciate you guys. We're really
we do. We love you guys. Everybody follows. Even our episode got fucked up last time when we were talking about Zom 100. I do want to shout out to our fucking India fans because holy shit, that's awesome. We do have one person in Australia. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Like we're worldwide. Worldwide,
bro. Worldwide. It does not matter. 1 person, 3 people. Worldwide is worldwide, my guy.
We need some Japanese fans so I can go over. They can invite us to their home.
Look,
I've always wanted to go to Japan.
We need to find a collaborator, bro. We need to find.
Oh yeah, we need to do a meetup.
Alan. All right.
God, what are you, a fucking podcast goblin now? What the hell is wrong with you?
The itis has started sitting. I've eaten all these snacks and we've recorded, and now we're hitting towards the end time. So you know how that goes.
Narcolepsy's kicking in.
Yeah,
but before we end, I have to give a few things. Like I'm interested to see what's going to happen with like what's the prize? Is the prize going to be like a home, like John was talking about? Is he going to get a home?
The prize is your consequence. So it's like the prize is
consequence.
Yeah, so like how in the game, like I said, it ends up being your prize is pain and issues. Yeah, it's like literally
that's
like
dark. I don't remember that from the.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Shit. That's no, like some of these, like if you remember, go and watch some of the endings of some of the games. Like
I'm gonna have to look it up on
they're
YouTube.
really messed up, bro. They're a little bit disturbing for what we were playing.
So it's like a Jin rules, right? Do you know? You're aware of what a Jin is, right?
No, I don't.
No, you don't know what? All right, so a Jin is like, I believe it's.
Are you talking about like
Middle Eastern?
Oh, you're talking like an evil genie? Yes,
it's an evil genie. So like you get your wish, but like say you want like. I wish to be the richest man in the world, and it's like the apocalypse happens, and you're the guy with $1.
Yes, yes,
like so shit like that, like
So essentially, yes, that is what the whole premise is of Twisted Metal. Yes, that's the whole premise.
Yeah, like the Rick and Morty one where it's like the perfume makes you irresistible to women, but it also makes you impotent. I love that scene so much. Oh, the hubris! Oh, and he's like, here, this shot will counteract the evil. He's like, I learned nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking love. I miss. I'm so worried about Rick and Morty. Not to get us too far off, but they lost Justin Roiland because he's a sick fuck.
We'll have to talk about it. We'll have to do
we'll get into
because
that
I do want to do a premiere. By the way, while
when
we're
it comes
on,
out,
while we're talking about things that are coming up as far as talking on new episodes, Ahsoka dropped tonight. Ahsoka dropped.
We gotta
literally
watch it
tonight.
I'm gonna watch it when I go inside. I'm gonna kick
tonight
off of video games.
Tonight, as in when we're recording the podcast.
Yeah, when we're recording, because I'm sure when this comes out, it'll be this is 2 weeks. It'll be
2 weeks out. So 2 weeks, you'll hear us be like, "Hey, bro, it dropped tonight." 2 weeks.
Yeah,
ago,
but we'll not to get too inside baseball, but should we drop the Ahsoka podcast early so people can keep up with it, or should we stick with schedule?
I say we follow it, bro. I mean,
okay.
There's two
we
episodes.
Can do like we can do like 30-minute episodes or something.
Do you know there are 2 episodes of this great show, Zach? Okay,
there's that already. They're dropping 2.
It's a 2-episode premiere.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we're getting too far. I want to talk about Twisted Metal. I wanted to see what they're gonna win. I want to see who we're gonna drop in. What else? Like, I'm really interested to see like what the arenas are gonna look like. So are we getting like fucking Busted Up City? Like, all the major maps?
It should be the major maps. So like there should be renditions of the major maps. I don't know what that.
Dude, I'm excited. I always like the one that was
like, but yeah.
I always like the one that had like the interstate all fucked up, and it was like, dude, that we played.
And you could jump over the interstate over the things. Yeah.
Somebody out there knows what we're talking about, and they're like, fuck yeah, because I played the shit out of that map.
I love Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was one of those games actually I played a lot. Like it was really messed up. But
it was a staple when I eventually moved from Nintendo to Sony.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those things that I fucking played nonstop. Like between that and there was also Zone of the Enders. Anybody familiar with that? I would love shoot me an email. Oh, speaking of which, I'll go over that at the end. Never mind. I was gonna bring up I got our email back.
Mm-hmm.
So I got our email up and stuff like that. I'll mention it at the end. But I hope to see some of the old maps coming back. What else do I hope for? I'm interested to see more about John's backstory. Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see how fucked up fucking Sweet Tooth is gonna get. I'm really thinking he's gonna crash the tournament and he's gonna be like the wild card.
I think he'll crash the tournament and then he'll be a part of the tournament because
do you think he's gonna have a mental? Yeah. Do you think he's gonna have a mental breakdown over Harold?
Yes.
Because Harold's dead now. Yes. He's gone.
Yes. At some point, he's gonna lose his shit.
I can't wait to see that. What else do I hope for? I think that's it. I think I've skated over everything. I had to sort of cram it into the last 10 minutes, but
yeah. I mean,
but I got a lot of hopes.
It seems like you really love the show, Mike. Like, and that's why I said this is a first, dude. Like, you're glowing. Like, I can
Thank
see
you.
I can through the stream today because I can see you. You're glowing.
Listen,
you really like the show.
I came for the car carnage, and I left with a love for ball sex and big dicks.
No, dude. I'm glad, but like I said, it goes back to show if you give new concepts a try, and you do new things, and you do new concepts, and you do new things, even though they're older, and it's things that like we know, but if you give a chance for the concept to develop the right way, it works out, dude. Like
it's like new nostalgia.
Yeah. Like Rurouni Kitchen, like when they made those live action, those movies are good, but those are only like live action good movies that were around for a long time before. Yeah, we've gotten to this age of live action good shows.
Yeah. Okay, I don't mean to do this, but we actually have to stop. My laptop's dying.
Okay.
I know. So we'll do the wrap up. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut this short. We're almost at time anyway.
I got it. Anyway,
But I'm out in the car and the laptop's about to die.
Okay, so wrap up. I'm gonna do it really fast so
Yes.
that way we don't forget it. Make sure you check us out at Why So Nerdy Podcast on Instagram. Check us out
I
also.
usually do this. You're stealing the one thing I do on this show.
No, I'm just trying to do it real quick because I don't know how much time you have on your laptop.
Oh, I got
Go for it.
enough to wrap up. You guys
Oh,
can
okay.
check us out on the
Okay,
Facebook
okay.
at Why So Nerdy Podcast.
Yay.
You guys can check us out on Instagram at Why Nerdy Podcast.
Yes.
You guys can email us now. I'm super excited about this.
Yes.
It's whysonerdy1@gmail.com. You guys can send us in if you have ideas for the show. You want to tell us how crappy we're doing, whatever you want to tell us, how we've changed your life in dramatic ways.
If you
Love to
want to
hear
be
about
on the show,
Yes, if you want to be a guest, pitch your guest, what you want to talk about, we'll go over it. I'd love to hear more stuff about it. I will be responsive on the podcast or on the email, so I will definitely get back to you. I'll give it to Will too, so we can sort of moderate it.
Yep.
And you can also find us on TikTok at Why So Nerdy, at Why So Nerdy. Nothing else. No podcast, just Why So Nerdy.
Mhm.
And you guys can, if you find something funny, you can hashtag us. We have a hashtag.
We do have a
Get it out there
hashtag.
below.
The hashtag is picking up on Facebook, which is great.
Yeah.
So
And as per usual, you guys, tell your friends, tell your loved ones, scream it at strangers. Why So Nerdy Podcast.
Why so nerdy? Why so nerdy? Scream it at their face as much as you can, possibly
Yes.
can.
Yes. Make them physically fear you.
Well, you don't go that far.
Go that far. Absolutely go that far. Walk up, like if they have a glass window on the outside, fucking write it in shit on the wall. Make them think you're crazy. Do it.
Put your chest out. Put your chest out like this. Put your chest
Put
out
the
like
titties
that.
against the window.
This has been a fun episode. I've enjoyed this. This is great. I'm so happy.
It's been fun.
I'm so happy to be
Even though
again.
I'm fucking sweating my balls off in this car right now.
You are the one that opted to get in the car.
all the windows are up. It's so hot in here.
All right, guys, we love you. Bye.